Your past does not define you, but it refines you. Every single moment you've lived, the good, the bad, and the heartbreaking, has been shaping something powerful inside you. Too often we look back at our past with shame or regret, thinking that what we went through somehow disqualifies us from becoming who we dream to be. But the truth is, those very moments you wish never happened are the same ones that made you strong enough to handle what's coming next. Think about it, the pain that once broke you also taught you how to rebuild yourself. The disappointment that crushed your spirit also taught you how to stand alone. Every failure whispered a lesson that no success could ever teach. You might not have seen it while you were hurting, but every tear watered the ground for your next growth. You are not damaged goods, you are developed strength. When you look at someone successful, you might see their glory, but you don't see their story. You don't see the nights they cried themselves to sleep, the rejection letters, the empty bank accounts, or the people who didn't believe in them. What you see is the outcome of endurance, not perfection. What you see is someone who refused to let their past become their prison. You have that same choice. You can either let your past define your limits or let it become the reason you rise. You can keep asking, why did that happen to me? Or you can start saying, that happened for me. Life is not trying to break you, it's trying to build you. The hard moments are not there to remind you of your weakness, but to reveal your strength. You are not behind, you're being built. You're not broken, you're becoming. The beautiful thing about your past is that it doesn't have the final say, you do. You get to decide what meaning you attach to it. You get to decide whether that heartbreak becomes bitterness or wisdom. Whether that failure becomes shame or motivation. Whether that loss becomes a scar or a story that helps someone else heal. So stop hiding from your past. Own it. Use it. Let it speak, but don't let it lead. The moment you stop running from what hurt you and start learning from it, you unlock a power that cannot be shaken. Every experience, no matter how painful, is a chapter in the story of becoming you 2.0, the version that's wiser, softer, and stronger than ever before. Your past was never meant to stop you. It was meant to strengthen you. You are still here, and that means your story isn't over. It's just getting started. The past prepared you for a future bigger than you can see, and one day, you look back and realize that everything that broke you was actually building you. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. So many people spend their entire lives waiting for things to line up just right before they take action. They wait until they have more money, more confidence, more clarity, or more time. But the truth is, there will always be something missing. There will always be uncertainty, fear, and reasons to delay. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready, it moves forward with or without you. The question is, are you willing to move with it? The perfect time will never announce itself. It won't come wrapped in a sign that says, now's your moment. The moment you decide to take that first small step, that becomes the right time. You don't have to have all the answers before you begin. You just have to begin. Every great story, every success, every breakthrough started with someone who took an imperfect step at an imperfect time. We often think that waiting will make us safer. That if we just wait until we're more prepared, we won't fail. But the truth is, waiting doesn't remove the fear, it feeds it. The longer you wait, the louder your doubts become. The more you hesitate, the heavier your dreams start to feel. At some point, waiting becomes a habit, not a strategy. You start convincing yourself that the opportunity will come again, but sometimes, it won't. Sometimes the window is small because it's meant to test your courage, not your comfort. You don't need a perfect plan, you need a willing heart. You don't need all the doors open, you need the courage to knock on one. Growth doesn't happen when everything is safe and predictable, it happens when you step into the unknown and trust yourself enough to figure it out along the way. Every step you take, no matter how small, sends a signal to life that you're ready for more. There's a quiet power in action. Once you start, momentum builds. Once you move, clarity comes. You'll realize that the fear you felt was never a wall, it was just a shadow, waiting to disappear the moment you walked toward it. The perfect moment isn't when everything around you aligns, it's when something inside you decides, I'm done waiting. So don't let another year pass by wishing and wondering. The timing will never be perfect, but your purpose will. Life rewards those who act, not those who wait. The right time is not in the future, it's here, it's now, and it's yours to claim. Because sometimes, the only thing standing between who you are and who you're meant to be, is the courage to take the first step today. You've changed, and that's something to be proud of. You're not the same person you were a year ago, or even a month ago. You've learned, you've grown, you've fallen, and you've risen again. That's what evolution looks like. This is the upgraded version of you, you 2.0, and it's time you start living like it. Too often, we carry the weight of our past selves, apologizing for who we used to be, shrinking ourselves to fit into spaces we've already outgrown. But the truth is, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your growth. You are not supposed to stay the same. Life is about transformation, about shedding the old layers so the stronger version of you can emerge. Every challenge, every mistake, every heartbreak has shaped this new version of you. The person you were before couldn't handle the storms you've survived, but you 2.0. You've been built by fire. You've faced what tried to destroy you and came out refined, not ruined. There's power in recognizing your own evolution. It's not arrogance, it's awareness. You see things differently now. You respond differently. You're more intentional, more grounded, more focused. The things that used to break you no longer have that power. The opinions that once controlled you no longer matter. You've stepped into a higher version of yourself, and with that comes a new mindset, new boundaries, and new possibilities. But here's the truth, stepping into YOU 2.0 means leaving behind some parts of 1.0. You might have to walk away from certain people, certain habits, even certain environments that keep pulling you back. Growth demands separation. It demands courage, the courage to release what no longer fits, even when it's familiar. Because if you keep holding on to who you were, you'll never have room to become who you're meant to be. This version of you is stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. You don't need to prove your worth, you just need to own it. You 2.0 doesn't seek validation, it moves with purpose. You 2.0 doesn't chase, it attracts. You 2.0 doesn't fear failure, because now you understand that failure was never the opposite of success, it was the doorway to it. The journey to becoming your upgraded self isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about showing up, even when you're scared. It's about trusting that everything you've been through was building this exact moment. You've been through too much to play small now. So stand tall, speak boldly, live intentionally, because this is your time. You are no longer who you used to be, and that's the best thing that ever happened to you. The world doesn't need the old you, it needs the renewed, refined, unstoppable version, the one who finally believes, I am ready for what's next.